What's good, homeboy? What it do? Buenas noches, EDU. What's on the agenda? You saw what I put up there. What do you guys think of that? That was a major breach of security. Somebody definitely messed up there. You know, somebody's ass is gonna be handed to them. Cleaning the house. That's right. Angel M, what up? Long time no here, brother. Yeah, somebody's ass is gonna get fired for sure. Yeah, they're gonna get fired for sure on that one. Omar Castaneda, what's up? What do you guys think of that? Don Mayo's son. Someone's definitely gonna lose their job on that one. That's for sure. That is for sure. Especially with taking a picture of him at SeaWorld. Shit, I'd be pissed. You're supposed to be in witness protection. Smash that thumbs up. That Vato was mobbing like he is the president. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna get into that, man. When you're in witness protection program, sometimes. That's right, Angel. You know, sometimes when you get that witness protection program, that witness protection program ain't no joke, man. You know, you got a whole team on you all the time taking care of you. And a lot of these guys sometimes, you know, they get comfortable. Nate, what up, brother? Yeah, it looks like Don Miles' kid's a fan of the whales. You know what I mean? Shit, there's even a photo of Chapo at Disneyland that they took. You know what I mean? That one made them real mad when the happiest place on earth had the biggest nautical the world had seen in a long time at Disneyland. So, what does that tell you? You know, definitely, that's like that's a big breach of security. What happened? You know, with that photo being leaked out that way. You know, that photo being leaked. Somebody definitely leaked it out. Yeah, Chapo at Disneyland. Nate's laughing. How long is the protection? Is it for life or for a few years? No, EDU. Once you join WITSEC, Witness Protection Program, um, it's for life. I'm gonna tell you the truth, and a lot of people don't like to know about this, and I'll get into it a little bit more once we get some more viewers. I was offered Witness Protection Program. I was actually offered by the DEA, WITSEC. The only problem is that I wasn't as high a priority as much people wanted. Um, the deal, and it was a no brainer right away. The deal was for me to go to WITSEC, and they just wanted me. I couldn't. My family couldn't go. You know, I was gonna be by myself, and you know, to tell you guys the truth, that's a big pill to swallow. Not the part about not having your family. This is the part about testifying against someone. You know, I'll tell you something my dad taught me. He said, "Remember, puto, whatever you do in life, you gotta look yourself in the mirror every fucking day. And if you can look yourself in the mirror," he told me, "mijo, and be okay with what you did, then do it. But if you know that you can't look yourself in the mirror every day, then you got a problem." You know, and a lot of these guys, you know, um, you know, they're normal people, and they really don't care what people think of them. You know, that's a big norm now in society and in life. You know, before, you know, people cared what their families thought of them, what their neighborhoods thought of them, what their peers thought of them. Now, people really don't care anymore what anyone thinks of them, or what, you know, or what could happen to them, or what could happen to their family members. They're more concerned about themselves and their happiness, and that's just common. I don't know, Angel. I haven't got any word on Croatia at all. No word on Croatia. I wish I get a word on Croatia. That'd be great. But no word on Croatia. You know, it's a it's a hard thing to testify against someone. You know, me they try to scare me because first off they try to scare me with how much time they were gonna give me. You know, in Mexico, a lot of guys rat, but a lot of guys have permission to do it. Um, you know, they're facing 200 years. They're facing a lot of time. You know, and what's up, Alpache as records. I have no idea what that means, but that's a good name. A lot of guys, you know, even I've seen other cartel members ask guys to get busted. So what they'll do is this. I'll give you a good example. I got a partner who was looking at 25 years. He moved a lot of product, a lot of product, and the DA wanted some busts. So what he did was this. Instead of spending a lot of money on a fancy lawyer and everything, he did this. He did his own dealing. What he did was he got a couple people who didn't have a criminal record, and he told them like this: "You're gonna do like 2 years. How much is 2 years of your life worth?" You know, they gave him a number. He ended up paying them. They got caught with some loads, and it helped out his case. It was a reduction of sentence. You know, and it worked out for him. Oh, and Russo, the Russian, and Russo. Well, Russo better be careful because they might get him like his compadre Omega. You know what I mean? But at least Omega didn't rat him out because else they would have had Russo real quick. I think Omega took it like a champ. You know what I mean? Omega se lo chingaron y yo no pienso que habló el pinche Omega porque si no, no si hubiera hablado el Omega, en ruso ya estaba ya chingado. Se lo hubieran chingado en ruso, pero se lo van a chingar en ruso en rato. Va a caer, en rato Don Mayo lo entrega, en rato se lo chingan. Filthy Dank. Filthy Dank, what up? Al rato se lo chingan though. You gotta be careful, man. You know, nowadays, look, I'll tell you guys something about my channel that's different from other people's channels. I ain't monetized. I don't get paid for this. You know, I don't. Um, I don't do this for the money. I don't do this for the fame. You know, I don't. I don't condone this life because I'll tell you this much. I'm very happy and very thankful for the life I have now. I'm very happy that I'm alive. I'm very happy that I made it out. I'm very happy that no one's looking for me. I'm very happy that I can go back to my neighborhood or where I grew up at and keep my head up high. I can visit my mom. My mom still lives in the neighborhood where I grew up at, and I can go over there and there's nothing wrong with me. But if I could have one kid see my show and weasel his way out of not being in this life, I think I accomplished something. You know, I got a long list of things that I've done. I mean, you name it, I've done it. I was in jail as a kid, as a teenager, then as an adult. I went through the camps. I went through the juvenile system. I've been through the youth authority. I went to the county jail. I went to state prison. I've done time in Mexico. You know, I've been extradited. Um, I've looked and thought about what I've done. I looked, my last time I got busted about 8, 9 years ago, I was looking at 25 years, guys. 20 years actually. 22 years. to be exact. 22 years. I had 2 sales charges and a money laundering charge. You know, those were the 3 charges that could stick. I had conspiracy to distribute illicit substances. I had possession for sales, um, possession of illicit funds, known gang member. I was gonna get struck out, but by the good grace of God, I didn't. I didn't. Mr. Vapor, I'm watching you. That's right, Mr. Vapor. Um, watch all you want, baby boy. uh, everything I talk about has been corresponded and reviewed over by my lawyer. Yeah, Mr. Vapor. Hey, Mr. Vapor, maybe you can give us your expertise on Don Mayo's kid um, being exposed the way he did. I don't know whoever the fuck did that or took that photo. Sheesh. That was a definitely breach of security there. You know what I mean? That kid's supposed to be in Woodset, you know? And that's a breach of security if I've ever seen one, you know? That's a big breach of security. You know, but they probably moved him already. I should go live with my boy OG Shadow. I should, huh? I traffic club drugs. I don't know about that. Club drugs? I sold a little bit in the club for a while, Mr. Vapor. I used to sell in West Hollywood. And you guys might think this is funny. My biggest buyers in West Hollywood were homosexuals. Homosexuals. The reason why is because they would get high and party all night and want to be dancing. And methamphetamine was a big drug at one time in the late 90s and the early 2000s. Meth was good. Good custies, Mr. Vapor said. Oh yeah, they're good customers. I couldn't complain about them. You know, they always had money. They were very discreet. They always worked with your schedule. What I think about long hair, don't care got shot. You know, you know, when I had the little beef with Savage Studios, I talked to some people. You know, they told me let it be. They said, you know, let him say what he wants to say, as long as it's not true about you. Don't worry about it. My people spoke to Savage. Well, they spoke to Savage's people. Remember, Savage is a 2-5er. You know, and then if anyone tells you that MA don't talk to 2-5 or they don't associate, on the outside they may not, but they do. That's how people get whacked on the PC yard, you know? Outstanding warrants that somebody wants. MA wants a guy that robbed someone for a lot of money, did something to someone, and he thinks he's protected on the PC yard. It's not going to happen. MA will get a couple of 2-5ers and put a hole in them. That's for sure. Yeah, Mr. Vapor. Yeah, I bet you they hit you up for that because you can't get anything. You know, a lot of people are they're worried about the government eye, Vapor. That's the problem. You know, a lot of people don't understand how one illicit drug can get you a lot of time. You know, get you a lot of time. Especially drugs like MDMA, fentanyl. Right now, anybody who is in the drug game is definitely staying away from fentanyl. Fentanyl sales are, you know, big no-no. Yeah, big no-no. You know, a lot of people claim that Chapitos are big dealers of fentanyl. I think it's the opposite. You know, I know firsthand that the Chapitos were really big into the marijuana business. They were trying to make Culiacan kind of like Los Angeles is with all the dispensaries and stuff. That's why it's hard for me to understand how they got Ovidio. Ovidio was very involved in the whole politician and pushing the issue with the legalizing dispensaries and everything. Oregon, yeah, I heard about that. In Oregon, filthy dank, it's pretty much legal. That's for damn sure. What's up, Chacaron? Thanks for that 420, brother. 420. Yeah, oh, PCP will get you fucked up. The juice, all the cops will shut you down, boy, for that. That is no joke. Embalming fluid? Yeesh. For sure, dog. For sure. Chacaron, 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 chacaron. My boy Chacaron. Got the gangster's name on YouTube. What's your name? Chacaron, homie. You know, that's the fentanyl crisis right now is hitting home really hard. A lot of people, a lot of these politicians want fentanyl gone because they've lost their own sons to it. Coke for sale? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, man. Dude, North Daniels used to have PCP. I don't know, man. I know that there was a lot of PCP in LA for a long time. Yeah, Chacaron, you're 100% correct. Once it affects white people, you know what I mean? I'll tell you a quick story. My dad said, "Do you know why they put a four-way stop?" And I said, "Why, Dad?" He said, "Because Johnny got run over." I'm like, "Shit." You know, that's the thing. Usually things don't happen until a white guy or a white person gets, you know, and that's how it is. Till one of them gets, you know, till one of them gets busted, you know. Yeah, crack was a whole different thing, Chacaron. Crack was a whole different thing, you know. Crack was a whole different thing. That monkey got a lot of people twisted. Crack cocaine, you know. Shoot, right now, the guy that breached that photo of Don Mayo's son was on crack cocaine. That probably this guy's probably on a one-way ticket to Antarctica. Yeah, they killed him about 3 days ago. Yeah, one of the guys that killed him was from MS-13. Yep, one of the guys that killed him was from MS-13. So, yeah, a guy got whacked out recently. You know, a guy from MS-13 whacked him out. One of the guys from MS. One of the guys that killed him was from MS-13. Then another guy. They were both lifers, so they knew that job had to be done. You know, that job definitely had to be done. And a lot of people don't understand, but things happen. Are they beefing? Who's beefing? Chacaron? I don't know who's beefing. You know, it seems like Don Mayo's son must have got really comfortable with the WITSEC program. You know, probably wanted to come out and enjoy himself. You know. Well, this is. I'll give you a rundown what MS-13 is. MS-13 originally started in LA. They were a bunch of Salvadorian community by the west part by 18th Street. They started getting real big. They were making fake IDs, social security cards, you know, fake green cards, stuff like that. They were having a lot of problems with run-ins with guys from 18th Street and stuff like that. In prison, they were trying to run their own car, which didn't really work out. But this is what happened at the end. At the end, they started getting hit hard by MA. So this is what they gave MS-13 an ultimatum. They said either you join us or you're against us. So MS in return added the 13 next to their clique, so they could show everyone how loyal they were to the Mexican mafia. That's why they're called MS-13. If anybody wants to know or what's the big deal about it, you know what I mean? Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that. It is what it is, but that's the whole story on MS-13. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah, dropping knowledge. Tell them, put that Cash App up there. Yeah, they got smashed over there in El Salvador. You know what? I got a picture of me and my homie from MS-13. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it. Give me, entertain him, Chuck. I don't entertain him. Yeah, no luck. My people couldn't find that photo, man. Sorry. Try to find it as quick as I can without taking up too much time. These are your footsteps. Yeah, no, you know? Yes, sir. Oh, what's up, Amber Bueno? What's up? Amber Bueno, my girl, how you been? Yeah, I got a corrido. What's up? Yes, sir. Chacarron putting up the Cash App. Yep. Yep. Yes, sir. And Russo. You know? Checo. I'll tell you about Checo. Giovanni Morales. I'm gonna tell you something about Checo. A lot of people right now don't know anything about this guy Checo. I'm gonna teach you guys something about Checo. Checo's been around for a while now for the Cartel de Sinaloa. He's been a good superintendente de Mayo for a long time. All right. Um, my family personally saw the exit of Checo from Mexicali. Now, Checo tried to take over Mexicali as so many have other done before, Macho Prieto being one of them. And Checo thought he had full control of Mexicali, trying to do whatever. And I'll tell you this much, guys. If anybody knows anything about Mexicali, they know whose family's been there so long that it's not even funny. You know, a lot of people. I can attest Mexicali kind of like this. All right, Mexicali's like Afghanistan. They've had Russians, Chinese, Americans, all try to occupy Afghanistan and beat the shit out of Afghanistan. But at the end, who's still there? The Afghanistan people. Same thing like my family. No matter what, the Garibay Felixes have been there. My uncle's been there for so long. You know, there's nothing you can do about that. You can send whoever you want. You can do whatever you guys want to do. Sinaloa could send the whole army down there. But at the end, my family's always going to be there. That plaza belongs to us. You know, and it will keep belonging to us. You know, Russo tried to take it. Omega tried to take it. Macho Prieto tried to take it. El Pantera de la Sierra tried to do it. You know what I mean? I can name 6 other famous Sinaloa pistoleros that tried to take it. Yup. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I can name like 3 other famous people from Sinaloa that tried to take over. One, Macho Prieto. He met his demise with my uncle. You know, a lot of people don't know, and I'm going to give you a quick background about my uncle. My uncle trained with the GAFE. My uncle had a United States military background too. A lot of people don't know that. And it's hard to take over someone with that kind of business. You know what I mean? The Garibay Felixes and Mexicali have been there so long that when my family took over Mexicali, there was nothing out there. It was a desert. You know? It was a desert. My uncle made it what it is today. A popping plaza. You know? What was it used for originally, guys? I'll tell you what it was used for originally. It was originally used as a halfway point to Tijuana. You know, it was used as a place to store large amounts of narcotics, large amounts of weapons, large amounts of you name it. You know. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that. Now, you got guys like El Russo, you had guys like El Omega. You know, my family would have been all right if we would have joined the Federation. But the problem with my family was that my grandfather, when he was invited to the meeting to the Federation, it's pretty simple. I'll tell you how it went. Don Mayo said, "Look, everything's gonna be good now." My grandfather asked, "Well, how's it gonna be good now?" He said, "I made a deal with the government, and my uncle and my grandfather said, so you mean to tell me that the same son of a bitches that tried to kill us, put us in jail, killed so many members of our family, you are now in cahoots with?" My grandfather said, "Look, yo soy narcotraficante, always have been, always will be. We don't make deals with criminals. We don't do deals with the government, and I'm out." Now I know one family for sure that left that meeting with my grandfather, and I was always reminded of it. They were called the Mesqua family. They were a big famous family. People know about them to this day. Um, I personally grew up with one of the Mesquas. His name was Rene Looney Amesqua. He was my cousin's boyfriend for practically my cousin's husband for 10 years until he got picked up on a big federal racketeering case for cocaine distribution. He ended up going to the feds. He ended up getting out, got deported, lived the rest of his life out in Tijuana till he was killed. Now I don't have the details on exactly how he was killed, but he was killed. Tijuana is a rough spot. A lot of people know about it. It is what it is, guys. You know, someone asked right here, I was offered a job by the feds. No, I wasn't offered a job. What happened was that they wanted me to testify against two guys that I knew personally. And that wasn't going to happen. You know what I mean? And I took the long road, you know? I talked to my lawyer. My lawyer said, "Look, you'll never be able to show your face anywhere. You have a lot of family. Could 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 turn out bad for you." He said, "I'd advise you to take your wounds and take your licking like a man." And one thing I've always done is listen and pretty much paid attention to the counsel of my lawyer. I have a great lawyer. My lawyer was a judge in Tulare County up north. What makes my lawyer famous and very important is that he had a lot of he had a lot of he had a lot of pull with uh, state prosecutors because he had done so many cases with drugs, and he had definitely done a good job of it. You know, just texting my sister back. She just texted me, so give me a second. But yeah, he had done a lot of cases for a lot of drug dealers in Tulare County, so he was very, very, very fluid with the drug laws and the weights and how much could be how much time they could give you for what. And he also was a one of the guys who trained the police officers for the county jail. He trained them on search and seizure rights and stuff like that, things that were really important. So I was blessed enough to have that man on my side. Amber Bueno, how have you been, sister? What's up, my boy Chacaron? You should tell the story when you were extradited for the new people. Yeah, Filthy Dank, I think they are. Oaxaqueño and El Checo, I think, are the same people. Yeah. They might not be, but, these guys change their name like they changed their underwear they think that changing their name, they're going to get away with stuff. Um, who wants to hear the story on how I got extradited? I got extradited from Mexico. There's a lot of background stuff that I didn't go over that, but that is a rough one right there, Chacaron. You know what I mean? That is a rough one. I'll give a quick one. I'll give it a real quick go for people who didn't know about how I got extradited. But I got extradited from Tijuana for Mexico. What happened was that I'll give them a little bit about it right now, Chacaron. The way it worked out was that I had two possession for sales charges and a money laundering charge. So I found out that I was going to get my bail revoked in jail and sent to jail. So I had a lot of money on the streets and I was doing a lot. So I ended up fleeing to Tijuana. I kind of hung out in Mexico for a little bit. The DEA got permission from the Mexican government And the Marinos went and got me, turned me over to the DEA, and DEA turned me over to immigration, and immigration turned me over to San Diego County. That's kind of a quick, overview of what happened. But everything happens for a reason. You know, what part of Tijuana? I've been everywhere. I mean, where do you want me to start off? El Capistrano, Florido, um, Sanchez Tahuada, El Nino, just to name some, man. And those were the pop blocking places that I went to. Those places were pop blocking. El Capistrano, um, El Nino, El Florido, El Azteca, Sanchez Tahuada. Sanchez Tahuada was still the CGNG headquarters. The CGAG don't have anything left in Tijuana except for Las Sanchez. Las Sanchez is their headquarters, their main stronghold, and probably will be for another 10, 15, 20 years. Oh, yeah, Dave? Damn. Otay. Otay's nice, man. I gotta give it to Otay. I ain't gonna lie. Otay's alright, man. Otay's nice, man. Las Sanchez? Yeah, Las Sanchez ain't no joke, man. Las Sanchez Tahuado, man, that's where the kids run around with no shoes on, look like Somalians. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Chacaron, my boy. My boy Chacaron. Hey, you guys don't know Chacaron's a veteran of this show, man. You've been with me since the beginning. Him, Amber Bueno, La Liz. All them people, man. Shit, what's his name? Tony Soprano. A lot of people have, man. Hey, Chacaron, fucking loyal soldier you are. Yeah, man, it's crazy how. I'll get back to the subject of what this live was about. Was Don Mayo's kid, man? What do you think of that, Chacaron? Don Mayo's kid, man. Fucking at SeaWorld. Who doesn't love SeaWorld though, right? Fucking good old SeaWorld. Next thing you know, there's gonna be a picture of him at Knott's Berry Farm. But whoever took that photo of him ain't gonna last too long. They're probably on a one-way ticket to Antarctica. Templarios, well, they're doing all right. The guys that you got to watch out for, and I made a video about them about 2 or 3 years ago, is Johnny Hurtado and them, the Hurtado brothers. The ones from Michoacan, La Fresa and them. They're taking over Mexico City right now. What they want is the fucking airport. That's what they want. They wanna take Don Mayo's airport from them. And La Familia Michoacana ain't too friendly, if you know what I mean. Remember, guys, La Familia Michoacana is the first organization that chopped off heads. It wasn't the Zetas. It wasn't the Sinaloa cartel. It wasn't the Tijuana cartel. It wasn't the Juarez cartel. It was the Michoacanos. They were the first motherfuckers to cut some heads off and rolled them inside a club. So... No, they're from Michoacan, trust me. La Fresa and his brother, the Hurtados, they're from Michoacan. They're some cochos. That's what they are. They're cochos. A lot of people don't know what that means, but Dave knows what it is. They're cochos. You know what I mean? Alright, guys. I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys have a good night. Moses Cuevas. Yeah, what's up, man? Hey, guys, before I get off this show, man. Yeah, man, nothing but respect for my boy. Hey, guys, if you guys want to see a really good show about a boy from Anaheim, a guy, that I can recommend for you guys. A guy that if I had a son, I would like him to look up to someone like Moses. Moses is a guy that grew up in a really tough neighborhood. He's a kid who had a really tough life. Um, he's a guy that to me, uh, other guys from the neighborhoods need to look up to and idolize. Why? He took something that's normal in our lives, as in working out. If you guys ever been to jail, you ever been busted, um, Moses can attribute to this right now that he's on the live. Moses can tell you right now that Tony Soprano, what's up? That working out is an everyday thing, you know, and it's not something you do when you're in jail and then you get out. Moses has taken the working out to the level that it's supposed to be. He incorporated it into his life. He's a man of God, you know, and a lot of people sway away from the word of God. You know, they think that because you're a cholo, you're a malandro, you know, that you don't believe in the Lord. No, that is absolutely wrong. You know, Moses is one person who always gives thanks to the Lord. And I do the same thing too. You know, I know that if it wasn't for my Savior, for my Lord Jesus Christ, I wouldn't be here talking to you guys right now. You know, I grew up in a really bad neighborhood. You know, my dad was a cholo. You know, my grandfather started this whole organization shit. Um, it's no joke, guys. You know, and Moses is a guy that tries to lead by example, like the homeboys say, you know. And don't get me wrong, guys. Moses is a guy who's out here, and I got nothing but respect for Moses, you know. Especially when people out here say things about someone they don't even know nothing about Moses. You know, we got cut off. We got cut off. See Moses, YouTube don't like me, man. Yeah, man, I'm trying to be safe. You be safe too, brother. And hey, man, get at my cousin. You know my cousin from Bow Down. Get at him, man. You know he's always been a supporter of you. Hey Moses, we've been a supporter of you since the beginning, man. And I know one day, God willing, we're gonna have a sit down and a talk, me and you, and I would love to get an interview from you, man. You know, because to me you are someone to look up after, and you are a role model for us young Chicanos out there. You know, I know I'm a little bit older than you. But I know your neighborhood. I know about you, man. You know, I did my background check on you. You know, you're solid. Don't let nobody bring you down, Moses. Don't let these vatos from your barrio or the vatos from anywhere else try to get in your head and tell you that that you're swaying away from the barrio, you remember, Moses. It's you, your daughter, your kids, and your family. You know what I mean? At the end, your homeboys are your homeboys. And you do as much as you can for them. But there's a línea, camarada. There's a línea. You know, there's a línea. And you just do your thing, homeboy. You do your thing, playboy. And you keep moving up. You keep moving up like that rising star that you are. You know, and you keep at it. And don't worry about it, man. The day will come. The day will come. And you'll get yours, whether it's here or it's up there. You know what I mean, Moses? And hopefully it's here and up there. You remember? Because what we do here is only for a short time. But the eternal part is what's the most important, Moses. And you know that more than anyone. Don't sway away from it, man. Don't worry about it. I've had some hiccups in my life recently. And I just had to slow my roll a little bit, Moses, you know? Just slow my roll. But I'm here, camarada. Get at my cousin. You know who I'm talking about. From Bow Down. The owner of Bow Down. If anybody buys Bow Down clothing, that's my cousin's clothing line. You know, you can get at my cousin George. You know, he's a good guy. He's a good businessman. You guys can get at him. Bow Down clothing, you know? My boy Moses. Uh-oh. The big question. Was I busted with Coquillo Castro? Might be true. Might be true. Yeah, Croatia's probably taking dudes out like Rambo. Probably is, man. My boy Croatia was a one tough son of a gun. You know what I mean? My boy Croatia was no joke. Rick Jacobs, fan of everyone, yes. Rick Jacobs, it's my boy. Tony Soprano, how have you been, brother? Moses is a superstar, homie. That's right, Moses is, man. Moses is a good guy, man. A lot of people underestimate my boy, but Moses is a good guy, man. That's all I gotta say about that. I got nothing negative to say about my boy. Nothing but positive stuff for Moses, you know. That's one good dude right there, you know. In my eyes, you know what I mean. Yep, one good dude, man. In my eyes, you know. That court video still out there? Yeah, man. It's still out there, man. Yeah, how's your family doing, Tony Soprano? I hope your family's doing well, and I hope you're all right, brother. All right, guys, I'm gonna cut it off. We've almost been an hour on here, man. Just remember, guys, life is short. You know, though Mayo's kids was uh, was spotted in a Sea World. You know, I don't. You know, somebody got a one-way ticket to Antarctica. That's what it looks like to me. You know, don't forget, guys. My Cash App is open. I don't get paid for this. I ain't monetized. I don't do this because I want money. I do this so you guys get the real from someone who's been on the streets, who's worked on both sides, who's has a family legacy. You know what I mean? We're no joke. You know what I mean? And don't take people as a joke, guys. You never know when it's your last day here. It's your boy OG Black. You know what I mean? There you go, Chacaron. That's my boy. You know, it's my boy right there. My Cash App is open, guys. Just stay strong. Don't forget to say your prayers and to believe in the Lord, guys, and the Lord will bless you. All right, I'll be at the same time, Tony Soprano. The lives are back. Videos are going to be start coming back up. You know, I am going to try to get monetized, though. I think this time I'm going to push for monetization. You guys have a good night, and I'm out.